See that little kid out there underneath the cashew tree? He's collecting cashews. If he can collect a couple of bags of cashews a day, he'll have quite a bit of money actually. On this land right here, I've never seen the owner. And also to the left, I've never seen the owner of that. Cashews, I mean, they're like flowers on the trees. Many different colors and sweet. I mean, the fruit itself, not the nut. The nut also is good, but the fruit is very sweet. Coming from the West, people in the West don't know about cashew fruit. But the cashew fruit can be made into many different products, you know. Cashew is almost like a coconut potato. There's so much that you can do with cashew. But the funny thing is that in Africa, very few Africans do anything with the cashew. The Indians control the cashew market. They buy the cashews here at 1/3 the price that should be sold at. And here, Guinea-Bissau, all around West Africa, cashews is controlled by the Indians. Same thing with baobab. Baobab. Let me pronounce it correctly. Baobab. Baobab. Baobab is it's like a coconut. You can make medicine from the tree. Oh my goodness, now that's going to cause a problem. Because now people are going to be killing baobab trees to make medicine. But you can make medicine from the tree. You can. See somebody stuff fall off the gilly. Taxi driver picks it up. I'm gonna take it to them. See guys, that's what I told you about a lot of Gambians. They're very helpful to one another and foreigners too. There are a few bad apples, as you call it. And it used to be that those bad apples never used to get away. But now they're beginning to get away increasingly. He picks it up, takes it to the owner. He's gonna follow gilly and take it to the owner. Anyway, back to the baobab and the cashew tree. Africans make baobab drinks. They drink coconut water, but they don't utilize the coconut in a way that it should be utilized. You go to the Philippines and the coconut is used. Every part of the coconut tree is used. The other day at the trade fair here in Gambia, I saw a Caucasian woman selling baobab oil, cooking oil, made from baobab. So I had a conversation with her, and she says, "Yeah, it's sold in Europe, very expensive." So why is it that Africans, the Gambians, are not involved in the baobab oil trade? She smiled. I didn't continue pressing the questions. But this is the problem we have in Africa. While our leaders, presidents are running to Europe saying, hey, please come and invest in our country. We need you now. Please come and help our poor, starving children. We need you now. Africa is full of resources, not only the one that you dig from the ground that you need equipment. The tree, piece of rope. I seen a Filipino climb a tree with a piece of rope around his 2 ankles. Take down 100 coconuts, make coconut oil, burn the coconut husk, sell the coconut water, grate the coconut, make flour. Use the coconut, when the coconut tree grows to an age that it's no longer producing as much it's supposed, they cut it down and build houses from the coconut tree. And here it is, African, not utilizing these resources. I talked about on one of my videos about the land being sold off to build houses. You got Caucasian, well, people from other countries, foreigners coming in. The Saudis have more farmland in Africa than most Africans. The Israelis, you hear what I'm telling you? Israelis have more farmland in Africa than most Africans. India has more farmland in Africa than most Africans. Foreign countries owning more farmland in Africa than Africans. The governments would say, well, we let these people in to give our people employment. But the same products that your people, that they grow and export back to India or Turkey or, well, Israel exports it to other countries, which is smart. All they do is pay off the government officials, employ a few Africans, and they make billions off African land resources. They made billions off African slaves. Don't let the names fool you. You might have Portuguese names and Dutch names and German names. Same people. Now they're making money off the land, enslaving Africans in Africa with the help of the leaders, consent of the leaders. Land and people are your most valuable resources. I'm not talking about what's underneath the land. Even if you didn't have iron ore or bauxite, what you grow can feed the world. Africa, I mean, just one country in Africa, let's say the Congo. Half the land in the Congo, if it was planted, could feed half the world's population. People would tell me, oh, no. Yes, even if we didn't cut any more of the forest in the Congo, land would feed half the world's population. Feed half the world's population. Just let that sink in. But you got the president of Congo. What is he doing? Africans digging holes in the ground, dying just to get some minerals. Well, the most important mineral is on top of the ground. Water. The biggest river system. There are 3 of them. Across West Africa, there's 1. All the way from Guinea-Bissau to Gambia. There's another one in the Congo. I mean, hey. And there's one that runs from, I was not go to the end of it. It starts in the Congo too, but it goes all the way to Egypt. But still, we have 2 Americas sitting in what is called the Sahara. And they wait for Europeans to come down and plant trees and show them how to recover the land. They allowed the man who was doing it to be abducted and murdered. He was taking the water from underneath the sand and planting trees without the help of the Europeans. And these African leaders didn't say a word, they stand by. But one by one, the same man that you assisted, helped take him out, is gonna come get you. If you don't believe me, you just wait. So much land, the water, to keep it lush and green all year long. The dirt from that river is the best fertilizer on the planet. Natural fertilizer. Well, the cows and goats and the sheep and chickens, yeah, they produce it also. But that river silt, some of the best fertilizer. You can't beat it. But it's not used. Washes into the ocean. Some should go into the ocean also because it allows the ocean to bloom. And I know some of you don't understand that. The water rushing from the land with nutrients is what helps plankton and fish to grow, corals, and seaweeds and all that to grow in the ocean. But how much of it sits in delta, in the river delta, and just outside that belt, about 3 miles from the land. Water. You have the water to build dams, power your homes and everything, provide water when the rain doesn't fall for a couple of years. You got enough water saved up that you can use. But you allow another nation, when Ethiopia started, to build their dam to help all the countries surrounding it. And America pushed Egypt, America and England pushed Egypt to try to keep Ethiopia from developing. They pushed Egypt and Sudan to brink of starting a war, and they started a war in Ethiopia just to keep that dam from coming online. So you see how important that dam was? And you didn't understand it. So you didn't help Ethiopia. Nobody called up America and said, no, 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 no. This is Africa. You can't do that. Left Ethiopia fighting for itself. Fighting on its own. It's a good thing the Somalis joined in, because they know what the other people can do and what they've been doing in their land. So the Somalis came in and helped Ethiopia. Things are settling down now. When that dam come online, East Africa has a power source. Now if they did the same thing in the Congo, Central Africa has one of the biggest power sources ever. Guinea-Bissau is building one, so West Africa is getting the power source. You guys understand? You leaders understand? You people understand? The rest of us say overstand. But I'm using the word understand because when I use the word comprehend, you say, well, comprehend means you have a clear vision of what is. Comprehend means total comprehension, total. It's like shall, will. It's one of those English words that leaves no error in the meaning. Comprehend. Do you comprehend what you have? Do you comprehend what you have and not using? Your daughters are going to Europe to get what the Nigerians call a oibo, a whitey, to send them money. Well, your resources are being wasted, or that same Caucasian is coming in and taking it. Like I said, Caucasian who I talked to about the baobab oil. Even me, I didn't know baobab could make oil out of it. And I should have realized that, because all fruits you can make oil from. But hopefully the people from the diaspora will return and stop this foolishness from going on. Because when you have a case of blind leaders and people who put their trust in these leaders, expecting the leaders to do what's right and what's correct, not right, what's correct and what's in their best interest, but it's not happening. This little kid could be making a lot more money from these cashews if they were processing these cashews in the Gambia, if it was owned by a Gambian, not an Indian, being processed in the Gambia. There was no middleman, because what the Indian does is buy it from him, then he sells it to another Indian as a profit, send it to another Indian as a profit, and sell it to the big Indian corporation as a profit. So by the time it gets up, the cashew that he's picking up gets up the ladder, he sells it to the Indian for $10 a kilo, or $5 a kilo. and the Indian sells it back in Gambia. It's $100 a kilo. I'm just giving you a round figures, you understand. That may not be the case. It may not be $100 a kilo. Even if it's $50 a kilo, and he's buying it from it $5, that's $45 that somebody up the line, all non-Gambians are making. And it happens throughout Africa with everything. I was reading an article the other day in Kenya. You got Kenyans waiting until another farmer grows his avocados and then come in at night and steals them. You know, it's just, what kind of foolishness is that? And there's so much land in Kenya that these same people who come and steal, all you have to do is plant the seed and the seed's gonna grow. And then you got avocado. You don't have to go steal it. Just plant it. And Kenya can control the world market in avocado. Mexico will be out of business. All of South America. Because Mexico is running out of water. South America is running out of water. Africa has got the water source that you can grow your avocado. Water for free. If you don't believe me, go look at the water map and you'll see what's going on. Oh yes, they have maps of water. Caucasians got satellites up there, and the satellites are not just for war. They know where every resource is on the planet. Everyone. And they will call you and say, yo, we don't want you to develop that resource that you got in the ground. Because we control the price. And if you do it, we'll take you out. That's how it's done. Africa right now has a unique opportunity. Unique in that over the next 12 years, 15 years, 12 years, yes, 12 years, 15 years gone already. They took away that from Barack Obama. That time was taken away. Right now, over the next 12 years, they're going to be so busy that you're going to have the opportunity to get rid of all these people who are growing crops in your countries that you cannot buy. They're exporting them. Get them out, grow your own crops, and sell them. You employ more of your people. You will control the world food supply. Not negatively like how it's being done now. Because that's the way it's being done now. They're starving Africa to feed themselves. And your leaders don't get it. So, better take back what's yours, what's ours. That I just said 12 years, but when the 12th year comes and you're not prepared, hey, you're going to fall into the same ditch that they're in now. Right now, they're in a position where staring death in the face. The reaper is standing in front of them. The sword is raised, and they're still defiant. That's the way it's going to be. In the 12th year, they are going to drop bombs on everybody rather than give up their power. And if you can't defend yourself, if you can't say, look, you better keep that bomb in, otherwise you're going to starve. And when I say drop bombs, I don't mean, you see this thing called Fauci that spread across the world and killed so many people, there are a few of them left. And just like how they're using it now, they're going to use it. There is no fear in doing it. World War One, mustard gas. Go back and look at it. And it's been being used every war. Go back and look at Vietnam. Killed every tree, or almost every tree, and half the people with a defoliate. They used it in Iraq. Don't let anybody fool you. They use it in Iraq and in Syria. So the atomic bomb, don't worry about that one. It's the other bomb that you gotta worry about. One airplane flying overhead. Anyway, get a hold of your land, people. Get a hold of your land. And instead of having to sell your cashews like this young man, process your own cashew. Control the cashew market, control the oil market. Every coconut tree, every baobab, every avocado can make oil. Every piece of grass can make diesel. Food scraps, diesel. Don't have to dig it out of the ground. And we have all the resources on top of the ground, like I've been telling you. Anyway, let me stop here before I get going, you know. Hope you all have a great day wherever you are. Remember, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm your brother who see things that I've been taught well, still being taught. As a matter of fact, I had a conversation all over Gambia. I go and sit down and talk to young men, young people. Africa is filled with young people, and their knowledge, man. Hey, they don't know everything like the old people, like myself. But they know things that they see. Imagine a 20-year-old. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's a subject for another day. Educated me on corruption in the Gambia. Hey, 20 years old. 20 years old. Anyway, it's just your brother. I'm just like you, in the same world you were living in. But I know you're busy doing things, you know, you gotta support your family and do this, do that, do that. You might not have the time to look into things the way I do. So, I'm here to pass the information to you, and whatever you do with it is what you do with it. Remember, it is not negative. It's what you want to do with it. Because what you see as negative, somebody will come like, I got a solution for that. Like I always say, and the solution is going to make him $1 billion in your land, and you're going to stay poor. Your family is going to stay poor. And generation after generation is going to follow. So, it's up to you whether you want to see me as negative, but peace. Have a great day wherever you are.